Everyone, thank you so much for joining us here on GoLocal Live in the Navigate Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm Molly O'Brien, and I'm pleased to welcome tech expert, author, and CNET contributor Rick Broida. He writes the Cheapskate blog for CNET, so he's kind of an expert in finding the best deals out there. Rick, thanks so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure. This is Cheapskate season that we're in here.
Yes, we love Cheapskate, love following you, love following all your deals. And like you said, it's kind of the cheapskate season. So today we're going to talk a little bit about Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping. So tell me a little bit about what you do. What's kind of your method on finding these deals? Because this is like what you do.
Well, I actually like to say that in my line of work, every day is Black Friday, because that is really what I do every single day on the Cheapskate blog, is to find a deal that's really exceptional and hopefully kind of unique. So I see great stuff all year round, and I do kind of tend to remind people to sort of temper the hype a little bit, to remember that even though there are some pretty good deals on Black Friday, if you miss something or you don't find exactly what you're looking for, don't worry, it will come around again. I mean, even Amazon does its thing in July, so you got lots of opportunities to get deals, even not on the holy Black Friday and Cyber Monday days.
Okay, so we can all calm down, maybe a notch or two, and don't panic if maybe we oversleep or something on Black Friday.
Yeah.
All right, good. So talk to me about, because there are some good deals to be found. Talk to me about what you've seen so far.
Right, so obviously in the weeks leading up to Black Friday, pretty much every store on the planet has leaked their Black Friday ads. There's no secrecy here anymore. Nobody has to wait until Thanksgiving Day to get all the ads and plan out their shopping. So what I've seen, of course, is a lot of pre-sales, a lot of sales leading up to the big day, and this is another great example of how those particular days aren't the end-all be-all. You can find lots of great sales going on right now. That being said, I've seen a couple of interesting announcements from Amazon, from stores like Kohl's, on just some really pretty sweet tech items that are a little better than what we see year-round.
Oh, nice. So what items, so say Amazon, Best Buy, Kohl's, like you mentioned, what items should we look for there that maybe if we want to start our shopping a little bit early?
Right, so you don't necessarily even have to shop early so much as just kind of do your homework a little bit.
That's why we have you.
Well, so I will say that if you go to a website like blackfriday.com, for example, you can check out the Black Friday and Cyber Monday ads for just about every store. They have them all aggregated there. That's very handy. There's an app called Flip, and that's with two P's, F-L-I-P-P, that will also give you kind of all of the store circulars and sort of help you plan your shopping, because you can browse them on your phone, you can tap an item that you want, and it'll get added to your shopping list.
Wow.
So you can kind of plan where you want to go on Black Friday and get that all organized. And one thing I also strongly advise is, as you're looking at deals and going, oh my God, I got to get this right now, it's the best thing ever, use a web resource called camelcamelcamel.com. It's the word camel 3 times. And what that does is give pricing history for just about everything that Amazon sells. So if you're not sure if this particular TV or gadget or whatever is a really good deal, you can check its price history and see if it's ever been this cheap before.
I've heard of the Triple Camel resource and find that very valuable. So you're not getting joked on. I'm just trying to think of the best way to say that. Maybe that wasn't the best way, but you know what I mean. That's great advice there. So Rick just gave us a couple resources if you are in the market to shop around. Okay, so we all get really excited for Black Friday, but then of course we have Cyber Monday, but a lot of people are just shopping on Black Friday using the internet because they don't want to go out to stores. So what's the deal with Cyber Monday anyway? Is one better than the other to shop online, or what are your thoughts about that?
Right, so that's a great question, and of course Black Friday I think gets the majority of the attention, certainly in the media, but last year Cyber Monday actually had greater sales than Black Friday, and only by a little bit, but it just goes to show you that there is a lot of shopping being done on Cyber Monday. And I think it's because most people are back to work and they're shopping when they should be working. That's the only way they can shop at work is online. So they're doing a lot of shopping. There's lots of great sales. So I would say if there's something in particular that you're looking for, whether it's a TV, it's a laptop, it's a tablet, it's a phone, or whatever, you should be able to figure out whether it's going to be better on Black Friday or Cyber Monday just by, again, kind of doing your homework and checking the ads, because no stores are waiting until the last minute to reveal this information. It's all out there right now. So you can plan and shop on whatever day is going to give you the best deal.
All right. So I think that's excellent advice. If you can get it figured out ahead of time, then you'll know, especially with those resources that you told us about, Flip, Camel as well, and BlackFriday.com, which I think are great resources. As we head into the holiday shopping season, some people have already bought everything they want. What gadgets do you think have the best deals right now? A lot of people are buying phones, or buying fitness trackers, tablets, TVs. What have you seen the best deals on right now so far?
Right, so the best I've seen so far, whether they're running now or they're going to be running on Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Amazon typically does some of its biggest price cutting around this time. So, for example, the Amazon Echo Dot, which is their little version of their home smart speaker, that's going to be on sale for $29.99,
wow,
which is as low as I think they've ever done it. It's normally $50. If you don't have one of those, highly recommend. They're great little gadgets. They're fun. Their Fire tablet, their entry-level tablet, I think is also going to be $30, down from $50. That's amazing. One of the deals I'm really excited to see on Black Friday is a drone. It's called the DJI Spark, and it's a little drone, but it has all kinds of fancy features like obstacle avoidance, and it'll follow you around, and it can take off from the palm of your hand. It's normally $500. It's going to be $400 on Black Friday from a lot of stores. And I'll just mention, if you check out the Cheapskate blog, I'll have it for even less than that. So I'll have a kind of a special exclusive there on that product. One last thing I'll mention is TVs. If you're in the market for a TV, this is definitely the time to be looking. Black Friday and Cyber Monday typically have some of the best TV deals that you'll find all year. And I'm liking the TVs that have the built-in Roku capabilities. It's just so convenient to be able to have your Netflix and your Hulu and everything all right there in that familiar Roku interface.
Wow, that's incredible. Basically, you can buy a drone for $400 and even less if we go visit you on the Cheapskate blog. That's amazing. Yeah. And I was telling you this a moment ago. I'm in the market maybe for a new TV, maybe upgrade to a bigger one. Probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I splurged on a new TV on Black Friday because it was so cheap. And so when you're shopping out for TVs, no matter what size you're in the market for, do we need to be careful when it comes to quality on these bargain TVs?
Very good question. A lot of what you'll see, the super cheap deals on TVs might be from some no brand companies. Like especially if you're going to like Walmart or you're shopping online, they might be from a company you've never heard of before. It's a little bit of a crapshoot. I had a very decent Samsung TV that died literally a week after the warranty had expired. A lot of people think that most TVs come from one of the same 3 factories overseas. So I would say as long as you're protected, as long as you know you have some kind of a warranty, a lot of credit cards will double the warranty on purchases like that, which can be very helpful. So, they're so cheap to begin with that, it's hard to expect to get more than 3, 4, 5 years out of something like this, so you might as well get the best deal that you can.
All right. Good advice there. Yeah, when you go into a store and you see, we were at a big box store and saw all these TVs lined up. They were all 4K. They were all huge, and they all had all the same details listed up next to them, but you could tell the image quality was different on these two. And the price wasn't that much different. So I'm thinking, if I'm out there shopping for a TV, I want to know which one's better or which one, because if I'm buying a big TV, I want my image to be awesome,
Yeah. Well, two things to consider. First of all, 4K is really kind of a no big deal thing, at least to me, because there's so little content available.
Yeah.
You need to have a streaming box that can deliver 4K. You have to be, connected with a service that has any kind of 4K content. And, it's nice, great, but regular old 1080p looks mighty beautiful to me, so I don't consider that a huge selling point. As for image quality, it's so subjective. You can see two TVs side by side and go, oh, well, I definitely like that picture better. But you bring the other one home, and once it's by itself and it's in your living room and you're watching, you're binge watching Stranger Things, it's gonna look great. It's all subjective, it's all relative. So just get the thing already and have fun.
That's a great point, because when your internet connection isn't working and Stranger Things isn't streaming at the highest quality, it doesn't really matter, right? If you have the 4K or the HD or whatever, it doesn't really matter. When your internet goes down, you're not watching anything. You're looking at your phone half the time anyway. Oh, that's awesome. All right, Rick, as we kind of wrap up here, I want to ask you a little bit about, you mentioned the Amazon Echo. That's some good deals. I also saw on the Cheapskate blog, you have other gadgets and devices, like some home security items, just some kind of like non-traditional gadgets that people might be in the market for. What are some kind of just like out there things that might not be on the forefront of people's minds, like TVs, tablets, computers, that kind of thing?
Right. So, well, one of the things you probably mentioned was a camera, and actually, I know a lot of people are very interested in home security, and good reason. So there are a ton of wireless real-time cameras that you can get that will feed images to your phone. It'll store video to the cloud. It will give you alerts when there's motion, that sort of thing. And typically, systems like this can cost $100, $200, $300 or more. Plus, you have to subscribe to a service to store the cloud footage and so forth. So a few weeks back, I saw a product called the Wyze Cam, and that's WYZE. That is a wireless internet camera it's like $25. Maybe it's even 20. I think 25 is shipping. And it's just this little cube, and it delivers high definition video, and it has all the bells and whistles, and it even comes with 14 days of rollover cloud storage. So it's basically everything you need. You could put 5 of these around your house and spend basically $100 to get a full home security system with cameras. That's pretty amazing to me. That has nothing to do with Black Friday. That's just something that has been a great deal that appeared a few weeks ago. Did I answer your question? Was that your question?
Yeah, sure. And that's the kind of thing, just looking for that insight on maybe non-traditional good deals that we can find around this time of year, because people are shopping, trying to think of ideas of what they want for either themselves or their family or whatever, and that's a great deal that maybe someone's like, hey, I'm looking for something and I need to find a good price. So hey, you just gave us a good idea.
There you go.
So before we let you go, Rick, I do want to talk about a venture that people might not know about you. A good holiday gift idea might be an ebook, and you're actually an author because you opened a zombie theme escape room, right? Tell me a little bit about this.
I did. Oh, you're too kind. About 3 years ago, I started an escape room called Trapped in a Room with a Zombie, and a little different from traditional escape rooms that have become more prevalent these days. You're not just working against the clock. You have 60 minutes to get out of this room before a zombie eats everyone in the group. Every 5 minutes, the zombie's chain gets a bit longer, so you really have some added incentive to solve all the puzzles, find the key, and escape. Anyway, this was an amazing experience for me because I've really only been a technology writer my whole professional life, and I did this thing kind of as a side hustle, and it did well. It was a lot of fun, and I wrote about the experience. And so the book is called "I Was a Middle-Aged Zombie," and it's 99 cents. It's a quick read, and kind of an interesting story, I think.
That's really, really fun. And I always think the gift of books, whether it's on your phone or a paperback edition, I always think that's a nice gift to give for yourself or for someone else. What was it like for you? Because like you mentioned, you've basically been in the technology world forever. What was it like for you to just open up about an experience that you lived yourself?
Right. It was very gratifying. Again, this has been my only my only job, the technology writing for forever, and I kind of always lived in fear of like, well, gosh, what happens if this dries up, and I have no other skills. And so when I kind of fell into this, it was very gratifying to discover, hey, there is something else I can actually do and be good at, and so that felt really good, and it was nice to write that. Of course, I went back to my writing roots and wrote about the experience. And again, I don't know if anybody but my mom is really all that interested in reading about it, but hey, there it is.
I like that. Hey, I mean, I feel like if you throw zombies in the title, there's going to be an audience somewhere right about now, right?
I think that. So if every Walking Dead fan out there could just buy just one copy, it would be a Merry Christmas for Mr. Rick.
That's awesome. Well, as we kind of wind down here, Rick, are you buying anything as we head into the holiday season, Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Is there anything you have your eye on personally for you or for friends or anything like that?
Like I said, I buy my stuff all year round.
Yeah.
So I think if I buy one more tech item, like if my wife sees one more drone, one more Bluetooth speaker in the house, I'm out. So I'm gonna have to just like share the deals with others, let them do the buying, but I'm gonna sit on my wallet for now.
It's good advice. I got a great deal on a GoPro camera. I think it was might have been 2 years ago, but it was such a good deal. I had to get it, and I feel like now thinking about how much money I spent, even though it was a good deal, I need to use it a lot more.
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up in the hype. It's like, oh, that's such a good deal. Like, how can I not buy that?
Yeah.
Right? But just really stop and ask yourself, is this something I really need, or would I be happier with the money?
Okay, I think that's great advice. But you're going to help us find those great deals. Good advice from Rick here on GoLocal Live. Everyone, please hang tight as we get ready to wrap up here on GoLocal Live in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. Rick, thank you so much for joining us here. The Cheapskate, follow him online, and we're going to put a link up online too so you can catch up on all this great advice as well. So hang tight.